between the Perry Panthers and the Warren Harding Raiders in what is the most interesting story in Stark County basketball right now. The Perry Panthers finished their regular season under 500. Couple games later in the tournament, and they are still dancing in March. Billy Beebe, Bob Jeffries with you live from the Jar, as they call it, Rhodes Arena, Akron University. Really excited to bring you this one on 1480 WHBC Radio or WHBC.com, whichever you are listening on. The station turning 100 years old on Sunday, so we are excited to celebrate that, and we are excited to bring you more high school basketball action. As I said, Bob, my favorite term this time of year, it is truly win or go home.
Yeah, there is no tomorrow. I mean, you don't win. Like you said, you go home, and that's been Perry's philosophy here in the tournament. Coach Knowles was telling me before the game that their last game, his starters pretty much played the entire game. And they had some sore legs afterwards, but hey, you got to really put in 100% effort at this time of the season because, hey, if you don't win, then you got a long time to rest before you're going to play again.
And not only are the Panthers on a terrific run right now, but they're battling through a lot of different things to make it happen. They got guys out with appendicitis. They got guys treating knee injuries from weeks ago. They get an extra day off. Bob, is one day enough to get over appendicitis? I actually had it a few years ago, and I'll tell you, no, it's not. So they're figuring things out on the fly, sort of, and they take on a Warren Harding team that is going to give them their best tonight to move on Saturday to play the winner of Shaker Heights or Brecksville Broadview Heights. That game follows this game. So if Perry were to win, we'll keep you updated on that. And all the other games we'll be doing this weekend on 1480 WHBC or WHBC.com. So you can stay tuned with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the sports website, the regular website. We will keep you tuned in to all of that as we are very close to tip-off, about 5 minutes here. I think they actually might get it going earlier. Bob, real quick, give us some insight to the team we may be unfamiliar with in Stark County, Warren Harding.
Yeah, Warren Harding, well, they're a very, very good team, 19-4 record in the regular season, and they've only played one playoff game because they actually had a bye the first week. So they were 7-1, number one. They were champs in the All-American Conference. Now they have some experience playing some Stark County teams, and they actually struggled. 2 of their 4 losses were to Massillon and Central Catholic. So hopefully Perry will keep that going tonight. But they're led under 6-year head coach Keelan Franklin, and their best player by far, Chaz Coleman, 6'5" senior. He was All-American Conference football, All-American Conference basketball. I mean, he's the best player in both leagues. 6'5". He's going to Penn State, but not to play basketball. He's going to be an edge rusher for James Franklin and the Nittany Lions. So you got to give him some kudos for giving up, enrolling early at Penn State and wanting to play basketball with his buddies here and finishing out his senior year at Warren Harding.
No doubt about that. Thank you for that preview there, Bob. We're actually really close to tip-off here, so we'll take you live to the court, get the national anthem, the starting lineups, and we'll be back with you to get you the Perry Panthers and the Warren Harding Raiders, so we'll take you live to the court now. Listening to 1480 WHBC, Billy Beebe, Bob Jeffries with you live from Rhodes Arena, Akron, Ohio, the campus of Akron University. Excited to bring you, I'll say it over and over tonight, it is win or go home basketball, Sweet 16 basketball in a regional semifinal. Both these teams district champions. As we said, Perry finishing the regular season under 500. Certainly the surprise of the tournament. However, when you say surprise of the tournament, Bob, it's always a fun thing. It's always a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, everybody comes into the tournament 0-0. I was talking to Coach Vole, and he said his players had some really good practices, and then they had that first win against Amherst Steel and then Solon. I mean, that was a barn burner there. I mean, they had their best player, Luke Wolf, on the line, a second left, actually 0.3 of a second left. They're down by 2. He's shooting 3 free throws, and he nails every one. And each one was a swish. So you talk about ice water in the veins, and that sent them here to their first regional semifinal game in 34 years.
Perry's had to make some tough decisions, too, with the basketball program over the last few years. So I know a lot of people are happy for Coach Vole, excited to see what's happening with this team. We're getting projected starters right now, Bob, but we've got Perry starters, so walk us through those guys.
All right, today Perry will be starting Daryl McLeod, 6'1" and senior, averages 7.3 points a game, shoots 48% from the field. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Drake Jacobson. He's another 6'1" and senior. He averages 10.8 points a game. Another guard, shooting guard. He actually will be running point today due to the injury to Michael Haley. That is 6'6" senior Luke Wolf. He leads Perry in everything, averaging 17.3 points a game, 6.9 rebounds a game. Like I said, he was the right guy at the free throw line at the end of the last game because he shoots 83% from the charity stripe, so he'll be their third guard. And then the two big men underneath, Nico Martelli, 6'5" junior, averages 6.8 points a game, 60% from the field, and rounding it out, Preston Daisy, 6'4" junior. He averaged 7.5 points a game, 59% from the field he shoots at. So Perry's got some size, and they're going to need it against a pretty big Warren Harding team.
Yeah, Harding just trotted out their starters. Davion Heron, Chaz Coleman, Xavier Clark, Miles Miller, and Jeremy Sampson. So they've got their group on. Panthers are going to go with their home whites, black numbers with a little bit of a gold pop to it on the jersey. Harding has their black jerseys with a silverish, goldish, that Harding color to it, and a white trim to their numbers. So we are excited to get after it. Again, this is a regional semifinal. Both teams are district champions. The winner of today's game will play the winner of Shaker Heights and or Brecksville Broadview Heights, which play directly after this. But we're not worried about that game. We're worried about this game here on 1480 WHBC, or you're listening on WHBC.com. We'll have more coverage for you Saturday, so stay up to date with us. We've got Louisville and McKinley already moving on, and more. Tip up underway. Harding wins it. It was Chaz Coleman already starting, doing good things for Harding, winning the tip. Ball in the hands of Jeremy Sampson.
Yeah, I was wondering what defense Perry would start in. Start in a zone, but now they switched to a man-to-man. So
things are moving quickly already as the Panthers doing a good job keeping up, though. Harding looking to penetrate as Perry keeping them on the perimeter as of right now. Coleman holds, gets it back up top to Xavier Clark. Into the hands of Sampson again. Looking to go to work. Chaz Coleman inside, takes contact, puts it off the glass, and puts it in. No foul called, and the first bucket of the day belongs to the name you needed to know pregame, and you know it already.
Yeah, he's a tall kid, but he can handle the ball too, so as he displayed on that dribble drive basket.
Panthers looking to answer on the other end of the floor. Luke Wolf, as Bob said, at 6'6", 160, has had a great season for the Panthers. He and his cousin Nico Martelli looking to make the difference and get them onto a regional final. Harding almost stole it away from Drake Jacobson. Now it's a push inside, a dump inside, ball almost lost again. So Harding putting the pressure on the Panthers.
Panthers going to be real patient with the ball, playing at their pace.
Wolf resets the offense. Preston Daisy pushing the inside. Made contact, tossed it up, missed it, ball's loose. Daisy out of bounds as he fought for it, and the Panthers lose it. The Harding crowd's pleased as that 2-0 lead which they need to switch up on the scoreboard
Hey,
here.
I'm sure Perry will take that 2-0 lead.
We are a minute and a half into this one.
Yeah,
Harding with a 2-0 lead.
Preston got a lot of contact on that drive. It seems like the whistles are going to be hardly used today.
Coleman back inside again, taking contact, heaved it up. That one was short, so the Panthers looking to take advantage. Wolf will lean into a right wing three, way short, airballed it, gets it back, ducks inside, and puts it in off the glass. Luke Wolf didn't quit on that one, and he got an assist down low with an extra rebound. I think that was Jacobson that snagged it.
Yeah, Jacobson giving the offensive board and second chance, so all tied up at 2.
A bucket for each team.
Yeah, Perry now in the zone. Got 3 guys on the three-point line, 2 guys underneath.
So far, Harding has put the ball in the hands of Chaz Coleman and let him work. They'll mix things up here with a three-pointer from Miles Miller, who knocks it down from the right side. Miller pretty well covered, too. Perry isn't giving them room to shoot, but Harding really doesn't care. They've gone inside and shot it, stayed on the perimeter now and shot it, and it's a 5-2 Raider lead. And the scoreboard here will try our best to keep up. I think they got their buttons mixed up early. Perry looking to penetrate, ducking inside and scoring. Drake Jacobson went with the left hand there, Bob.
Hey, got to be able to shoot with both of them at this level.
5-4, Harding leads it. Quick push over to that right side for Harding. Ball in the hands of Jeremy Sampson. Sampson's distributed, hasn't really gotten aggressive going to the hoop or taking any shots so far.
Perry still in that 3-2 zone, guarding that three-point line.
Wolf probably listed at a wing as we get another three-pointer. That one missed for Miller. And the Panthers will rebound, and they'll be in the hands of Drake Jacobson. Wolf probably a wing on offense and a big man on defense. Would you say that's accurate, Bob?
He is very versatile. He can play guard. Oops.
Coleman on the
turnover.
steal. Room
Here's
to
a
rock
dunk.
the rim. He'll take advantage and jam it. Chaz Coleman reminding you he's all athlete. Steals that one, bolts down the floor. He even gave the Panthers a look like, watch this.
Yeah, he can get up.
We'll see if it's a momentum swing. Perry looking to answer quickly. Darnell McLeod's in trouble, but he got it away. Into the hands of Wolf.
Yeah, for a guy that big, I mean, Coleman is so fast. You got to make sure you're really putting some mustard on his passes, or he's going to get in those lanes and get those steals.
We got a real confusion on the scoreboard right now as Wolf knocks down a right corner three. Luke Wolf, I believe, just tied it at 7.
Yes. We're all tied up 7-7.
Okay, I think they finally got the scoreboard in order here.
Luke's got 5 of those 7.
So Luke Wolf, aggressive from 3 early. He's 1 of 2 to start. Harding tries to answer, they'll miss, but there's a second chance opportunity for Xavier Clark. Snagged it, put it back up, and put it in. And we finally got our scoreboard corrected. 2:55 left in the first quarter. Harding, a 9-7 lead over Perry.
Beautiful.
Call it tied. Luke Wolf to the inside, ducked into the paint and scored.
Yeah, nice dish by McLeod, hitting the cutting Wolf down the lane. Easy layup there.
If Perry got introduced to Chaz Coleman as he gets down the floor and scores, then Harding is being introduced to Luke Wolf early. Coleman, another very aggressive, very physical bucket as he took on 3 different defenders to lay that one in.
We finally have our first foul.
A little bit of contact there. Harding holds an 11-9 lead now. 2:19 left in the first quarter. Coleman so far, Bob, as advertised.
And our scoreboard's not going to tell us who that foul was on. And it was hard to see who. So that's a team foul. I'm not sure who it was on, though. Sorry about that.
As Bob introduced us pregame, Chaz Coleman, the wing, 6'5 senior, on his way to Penn State for football. Perry on the inbound, down a bucket. 11-9. Jacobson trying to change that. Fades. Missed it. Second chance. Rolls in. Number 33, Preston Daisy, snagged it. And his physicality down low bought them a bucket. Coleman on the other end. Going for it again. Almost had another. Gets his own rebound. Let's get another. Chaz Coleman.
8 points already.
How is 3 defenders not enough right now on Coleman? Who he's got bounce, he's got size, and he's got touch.
Nice.
Perry, they're using that cut to the basket as they get a quick bucket on the other end of the floor. Darnell McLeod is on the board.
Yeah, nice pass by Wolf that time, the cutting McLeod.
I love the back and forth. Tied at 13, 1:30 remaining in the quarter.
Yep.
First time today for Harding, we are going to see Matt Richardson checking in here. Ball up top, Davion Herron going to work on Jacobson. Gets it back to Richardson. He's got room to get down low. Floats it short, tipped around. Oh, man, touched late, but they'll say it'll stay with Perry. I think they're going to get away with one.
Yeah, I think Nico might have hit that one, but hey, maybe not. Nice defense there by Preston Daisy there. Had the arms up, made that a tough shot.
So Luke Wolf playing big man on defense, but on the other end of the floor playing wing and point guard as he just brought the ball up the floor. First minutes of the day for Jack Kins for Perry, and first bucket of the day for Nico Martelli. A pull-up just in front of the free throw line. Perry's in front.
Yeah, we got a first lead.
15-13 Panthers. Coleman, other end of the floor, getting aggressive, has to give it off to Richardson. Good defense by the Panthers finally on Coleman. 40 seconds remaining in the quarter. Perry by 2. Coleman looking to attack the basket again. Gets the spin move, gets the dump pass, and a dunk to go with it. Xavier Clark was waiting, and you had 2 defenders paying attention there to Chaz Coleman.
Yeah, Coleman drew the defender and then had the easy dish to Clark for the dunk.
When you get a guy going the way Coleman is early, attention starts to shift, and an opportunity seized by Harding. 7 seconds, tied at 15 from the left corner. That 3 ball not going to fall. Harding's got to work fast. 1 second, Richardson the heave, nothing there. 1 quarter down, we're tied at 15. A lot of great basketball so far. A lot more great basketball to come here on 1480 WHBC. Campus of Akron University, Rhodes Arena, Billy Beebe, Bob Jeffries with you for this regional semifinal. 1 quarter put away, and we are tied at 15. The hot start by Warren Harding's Chaz Coleman was immediately matched by a hot start by all the Perry Panthers. A lot of guys got on the board there for Perry.
Yeah, actually all 5 starters got in the scorebook. Luke Wolf leading the way with 7 points, but McLeod, Jacobson, Martelli, and Daisy all chipped in too. So it's a 5-person scoring for Perry, whereas Warren, Chaz Coleman, he had 8, Xavier Clark with 4, and then Miles Miller hit that 3-pointer.
Perry finally got their first lead of the day at 15-13. But they found out how quickly Harding can score. And Perry, it's a lob pass to Luke Wolf. He catches it and banks it in. And the size alone of Luke Wolf is causing trouble for the Raiders.
Well, inside, he's got that length. Outside, he can shoot the 3, so he's dangerous everywhere on the court.
Chaz Coleman gets it to his right-hand man, Xavier Clark. It's a kick to Matt Richardson. He misses wide right on the 3 ball. Here come the Panthers. 17-15 Perry. A dash inside. McLeod floats it, got swatted. Harding on the press. It's in the hands of the point guard, Sampson. He'll slow it down. Sampson didn't even take a shot in that first quarter. Miller takes another 3 for Harding. Missed it. A very physical rebound for Drake Jacobson. He's been tough on the boards here early, Bob.
Yeah, Perry's holding their own. I mean, not a lot of second chances for Warren.
17-15 lead for the Panthers as we begin the second quarter. Tipped away, taken away by Harding. Clark up the floor, kick to Richardson. Thought about a 3, he just missed that shot. They'll give it to Coleman. Here he comes, spin move, knocked away by Wolf and almost taken away, but Harding found it. And I think the Panthers finally sniffed out that spin move by Coleman as they steal it away.
Yeah, nice aggressive defense there by Preston Daisy, getting on the floor, getting the steal. Perry ball now. It's a 2-point lead.
Unfortunately, both teams a little loose with it. Panthers almost had it taken away. Perry by 2, a dump inside to McLeod. Gets bumped, threw it up, rolls in, rolls out.
Boy,
here comes Harding.
They are
Miller.
not calling anything.
Nothing. He gets dashed onto the floor, sliding into the wall, and no whistle. So Perry will take it down the other end of the floor. Wolf, a mid-range pull-up, a mid-range knockdown for Luke Wolf as he continues to go at it.
He's got all 4 points in this second quarter for both teams.
And a 19-15 lead for the Panthers. Daisy looks a little exhausted defensively right now for Perry, but not many subs right now for Coach Voll. Sampson,
nice
that pass knocked away in the right corner from Richardson. He's struggling a little bit for Harding, not offering them much. Wolf's going to slow it down. The Panthers starting to get a little tired here, but they're still finding ways to score, and that's all that matters. Jacobson gives it to McLeod. He's been a little more aggressive in this second quarter. Kicks it, open 3 on the left wing, rolls off to the right. Good try by Martelli. Harding collects. Daisy gets knocked down. I don't know what it'll take to get a whistle on either end here, Bob.
Oh, man, that was a travel.
Coleman pumped and took a step with it.
Yeah, I think these refs, they must have dinner reservations pretty soon because they want to get out of here.
Matt Richardson, he'll try another 3 for Harding. He misses another 3 as his shooting percentage tough early, and we get a timeout on the floor. The Panthers, as Bob said, holding their own, 19-15, the score over Harding early. 19-15 is the score. The Perry Panthers lead it. 4:51 left in the second quarter. And the best way to describe it, Bob, I liked it from you, holding their own.
They are. I mean, 4-point lead. Great start. You got to love that. I think that was a timeout by Coach Voll just to give his team a breather.
And Wolf looked exhausted. Daisy, who's sitting right now, he looked exhausted.
Yeah, they brought in Jack Kins to relieve him.
Panthers with the lead, Panthers with the ball. Harding has really leaned on Chaz Coleman, and the Panthers finally figured him out a little bit.
Oh, my goodness.
And Wolf got shoved out of bounds. He even turned and looked like, did you see that? And then they whistled and said, yeah, we saw you fall out of bounds.
We've had one foul this entire game, and this has been a physical game.
And I thought the one they called was ticky-tacky. So
I know. I mean,
we'll see what we get later. 19-15, Perry still in the lead. 4:20 remaining in the second quarter of this regional semifinal. Billy Beebe, Bob Jeffries with you live on 1480 WHBC. Coleman catches a triple team down low before he finally gets it out. A contact shot lobbed up, and finally a foul and an and one to go with it. Davion Herron got shoved as he put one up, but the second chance opportunity for Miles Miller, he definitely got pushed from behind as he put it off the glass and in. So Harding an opportunity for a three-point play.
Yeah, he had good position there. The defenders were drawn to Herron. And we have our second foul of the game.
1480 WHBC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'd also send you to our YouTube page right now. Fully revamped. 4,000 subscribers. We just hit new videos every single week. A brand new homepage and more when you subscribe. That extra point, good for Harding. Pretty good day for Miles Miller, Bob. He's missed a couple threes, but he's got some points on the board early.
6 points. He hit the early 3. Then he's got 3 in this quarter on that 3-point play there.
Panthers still in front 19-18 with 4 minutes to play till halftime. A newly checked in Panther looking to make a difference. Nasir Foster. The 3-ball, though, not going to go. Wolf, one last shot at it as he got a whistle. And a sigh of relief for Luke Wolf. Not only because he finally got a whistle, Bob, he's tired. He's going to get to that line and get a quick little break here.
Yeah, he's tired, but get used to it. I think he's playing the whole game. Yeah, interesting defensive switch there. They had Eli Brogdon on him. Coleman had him earlier in the game. They put the smaller Brogdon on him. So immediately, Wolf takes him to the post, and he's shooting free throws.
Wolf will knock down his first. Talk about another guy who's put points on the board early. He's been the one for Perry.
Yeah, he's in double figures already. He's got 12.
Foster will check out. Jacobson will check in for the Panthers. Harding, they've rolled with a pretty similar lineup this whole game. Not much difference for them. Both will go for Luke Wolf. 21-18 the lead for the Perry Panthers. A little bit of backcourt pressure now for Perry. Coach Vole wants them to put some extra pressure on him. Daisy is also checked back in for Perry. 3-point lead, 3:30 remaining in the second quarter. Harding, their coach, Keelan Franklin, trying to slow things down a little bit for them and mix it up outside of Chaz Coleman. And yet here's Chaz Coleman lobbing one up and missing. Battle for the ball. Harding gets another shot here. They'll take a three with it. That one missed, and Wolf found it. Quickly comes the Panthers. Jacobson drives. He got swatted down low. Harding looking to respond. 3-minute mark hits. Coleman, here's the spin move, waiting for the go up. Said it's a dump pass and a foul on the floor. So I think Perry's kind of figured Coleman out a little bit.
Well, as soon as Coleman got the ball, he had 3 guys all around him. So he smartly got up the ball. But
we've seen the same drive to the basket, spin move, and then he'll either look to lob it or pass it. That time he passed. Sampson catches and trips for Harding. We'll get it back to Davion Herron, and Herron to Xavier Clark. Clark's also had a pretty good day offensively for Harding. It's a kick. A quick three up top. Rolls off the rim. No good there. First time today, Key Blutcher is in the game. Dump down low to Daisy. He's looking to make a move. Tosses one up. The glass helped, but the rim didn't. Perry missed it. 21-18 still. Other end. Blutcher. This time it's a mid-range pull-up. Rolled off again. Harding getting another shot at it, and Perry finally stole it away. Right now, Harding's getting a second chance opportunity, I would say 3/5 of the time. Wolf fouled from behind. Blutcher kind of nabbed at him.
That'll be the second team foul on Warren.
Perry holding a 21-18 lead over Warren Harding right now in this regional semifinal. The jar here at Akron University. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout too. Again, the Panthers, a 21-18 lead over Warren Harding. We'll be right back. That guy sounds hungry. 21-18, the Panthers lead it. We bring you back to Akron University's Rhodes Arena as the Panthers still holding that lead. They led by as much as 6. They're currently up 21-18. Perry with the ball in just 2 minutes before halftime. They'll look to take advantage. Now, I'll say this, Bob. Last night I saw a similar situation with Central.
Right.
And Richmond Heights did not care what the score was as Daisy catches one, floats it up and in. Richmond Heights went on an 8-0 run, took a 5-point lead before halftime and took it from there. So if the Panthers can keep a lead, that would be ideal for them. 23-18 now, Perry. Sampson driving. He'll float it. His first shot of the day is short, loose, and McLeod found it for the Panthers. Perry on the push. McLeod looking to Wolf in the corner. Gets it to him. Shot up. Shot down. Luke Wolf for 3. I would track that perfectly. Wolf was roasting in the corner, and McLeod was looking for him.
16 points.
Blutch will drive. He'll float it. No help again from the rim, but another try for Harding. Daisy finally snags it for Perry. Preston Daisy working overtime down low. Largest lead of the day at 8 for Perry. Martelli looking to create some room. And another timeout. I think this one by Perry. We're going to keep it here. Bob, run us down through some stats that are sticking out to you right now as the Panthers are up 8.
Well, Luke Wolf, I mean, he's already up to 16 points, just 1 point under his average. The player I'm really impressed with, though, is Daryl McLeod. He only has 2 points, but already 4 rebounds and 3 beautiful assists. I mean, if you can assist from me on my stats page, it was a really good pass.
Yeah.
And he's had 3 really good passes. So, but it's been the Luke Wolf show here in this fourth quarter. He has 9 of Perry's 11 points. So he's putting on a show. Whereas Chaz Coleman, his counterpart, he's held scoreless in this quarter. He's stuck at the 8 points he had in that first quarter. And Warren Harding as a team, they only have 3 points on that 3-point play by Miles Miller. So Man, kudos to Perry. Hey, Cinderella is not ready to leave the ball yet.
Coach Voles sends his team back out there up 8, 56 seconds before halftime. Panthers with the rock. As you said, up 8, looking to go up double digits. Wolf, quick inbound to Jacobson. Back to Luke Wolf. What Perry wants, they'll drain this thing.
And I don't think Warren's going to, well, maybe. No, he wants him out there pressuring.
Coach Franklin tells him to step up here on McLeod. McLeod gets it over to Woolheater. He almost tossed it out of bounds, but Jacobson snags it, takes contact.
Yeah,
got knocked around by Clark.
Third team foul on Warren. I think it was on Xavier Clark, his second, if I heard the PA announcer correctly.
31 seconds now. Jacobson dashes to the basket, caught it. His lob didn't go. Here comes Harding. 26 seconds. Kick inside to Miller. He lays it in. That's 2 points. Cutting it down to 6. That's what I talked about with Central, Bob. You got to take the momentum to halftime.
Yeah, that was just running the court there in a fast break. Perry didn't get back, and they paid.
Wolf goes down low. He lobs it up. That one misses. 5 seconds to go for Harding. Perry battling for the ball again. Out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Panthers.
In front of Coach Franklin. He does not like that call.
They're going to say Miller touched it last, so Perry will have 3.2 seconds on the clock. Reminder, when we go to halftime, we'll send it to break. When we come back, all the stats you need to know. We'll get some more previews on what's going on the YouTube channel and the second half action, of course. Coach Franklin, to the point where he's showing Chaz Coleman what he needs to do on an inbound pass.
But then he took him off because I think he was afraid of alley-oop to Wolf.
3 seconds, 2 seconds. Wolf, desperation heave, way late, not going to count. He got it, but he was beyond late on that one. 26-20. The Panthers holding their own and then some. Perry in the regional semifinal. They look to keep dancing. Their fans let them know they want the same thing. We'll go to half. Get a quick break in when we come back. Bob will get you all the stats and more here on 1480 WHBC.
D.com.
And back at the WHBC Sports Compound, Brian Novak with you. Happy Thursday afternoon to you as the Perry Panthers is leading Warren Harding right now 26-0 is rather unexpected, but pleasantly surprising. Perry Panthers continue to make some noise here in the tournament. Up at the half by 6, 26-20 on Warren Harding and Akron. We'll send you back here in a few minutes. Reminder that the winner of this game will take on either Brecksville or Shaker Heights in the regional final Saturday. Those two teams play tonight. If you missed it yesterday, Central Catholic was eliminated by Richmond Heights 77-59. Congratulations to Coach Kramer and all the Crusaders players and staff for an excellent season. It comes up short, game short of the regional final. Central loses 77-59. We have regional final action coming up for you on Saturday. A split doubleheader for you. 1 o'clock Saturday. We'll have Louisville taking on Columbus, Bishop Hartley from Columbus. That will be at 1 o'clock. And then our nightcap at 7 o'clock. Will feature McKinley and top seed St. Ignatius from Kent State. That will tip off 7 o'clock on Saturday. And sandwiched in between those two, we have Ohio State basketball for you. As the Buckeyes look to remain on the NCAA tournament bubble, they take on the Hoosiers at Indiana. Also want to wish good luck to a couple of local teams, so to speak, towards our neck of the woods. Tomorrow night in Division 5, Garraway will be taking on Minford in a regional semifinal, and a Division 6 regional final will feature the Dalton Bulldogs taking on Kirtland. So we wish Garraway down there in Sugar Creek and Dalton good luck as well. Again, it is Perry by 6 on Warren Harding. We'll have you back at the Jar coming up in a couple of minutes. Right now, Jim gets us caught up with the news.
From News Talk 1480 WHBC, the North Canton police officer who took a bullet as part of his work with the Canton Regional SWAT team back on the job. Officer Patrick Lewis started doing light-duty work with the NCPD on Monday. You'll recall he was shot by fugitive James Van Est during a standoff at a Jackson Township motel back in November. The officer received the Police Purple Heart Award at City Council in North Canton on Monday night. A woman shot in the arm, several homes hit by gunfire in an incident early yesterday at the SMHA Linwood Acres Townhouse Complex on Linwood Avenue Southwest near 13th Street and Raft Road. Canton police say there were numerous shots fired at one townhouse unit. No word on a suspect. And 2025-2026 fishing and hunting licenses are available now. They can be purchased at wildohio.gov, at retailers, and at the Hunt Fish OH app. AccuWeather says tonight partly cloudy, the mid-20s. Tomorrow, sunshine mixing with the clouds, some afternoon rain or snow, around 40. Jim Michaels, WHBC News.
Area up 6 as we head back to the jar for the first half number, second half action. We rejoin Billy and Bob.
Back here at Rhodes Arena, Billy Beebe with you as we get set for second half action here on 1480 WHBC. The Perry Panthers, a 26-20 lead in this regional semifinal. Luke Wolf, the leader for the Panthers, with 16 points in that first half. For the Raiders, Chaz Coleman has 8, Miles Miller has 8. The difference is Chaz Coleman had 8 in the first quarter. The Panthers kind of figured out his style of play, shut him down a little bit, and he had nothing in the second quarter. The Panthers turned it up a notch, and next thing you know, their largest lead was 8, but they carry a 6-point lead into the second half.
Ready for some stats?
Give it to me.
All right.
You got 2 minutes, pal. Come on.
Hey, I could talk fast. Perry team stats, 9 of 18 from 2-point range, 50%, 2 of 6 from 3-point range. Gives them 11 of 24 for the game. Perfect 2 of 2 from the line, 26 points, 15 in that first quarter when it was all tied up 15. Only 11 in the second quarter, but they outscored Warren 11-5 in that quarter. They've committed 2 fouls, nobody with more than 1, and they have 4 turnovers. Warren, not too bad from the field, 8 of 18, but 3-point shooting, only 1 of 8. That only gives them 9 of 26 for the game. They've hit their only free throw, so 20 points in the game, 15 in that first quarter, but only 5 in that disastrous second quarter for them. They've committed 4 fouls, Xavier Clark with 2, nobody else with more than 1, and they had 4 turnovers. Leading scorers for Perry, Luke Wolf, the 6'6 senior, 16 points on 4 of 6 shooting from 2-point range, 2 of 3 from 3-point range, hit both of his free throws. He's off to a fantastic start. He's been helped out by Preston Daisy. He's got 4, Nico Martelli with 2, Drake Jacobson with 2, and Daryl McLeod with 2. But Daryl's really filling up on the other side of the stat sheet with 4 rebounds and 3 assists. For Warren Harding, Chaz Coleman got off to the great start, but he cooled off in that second quarter. Only 8 points in the game, all coming in that first quarter. Miles Miller, he had 3 in that first quarter. He ended up with all 5 Warren Harding points in that second quarter to give him 8 for the game. So Chaz and Miles each with 8, and their only other scorer was Xavier Clark, who had 4 points in the fourth quarter. So nice bounce scoring by Perry. The big stars really lighten it up, and we got a 6-point Perry lead. And hey, stranger things have happened in the tournament. So
Good rundown from you, Bob. Ironically, my favorite stat is one you cannot calculate, which is plus minus.
Right.
Plus minus factors in points, rebounds, steals, efficiency, turnovers. It is what you mean on the basketball court. You obviously want to be a higher plus. Perry with guys all over the place in the plus category. Harding with just one guy in the plus category. It was Asa Birch, who was in for a hot second, really didn't do too much. Rest of their guys really starting to get inefficient towards the end of that first half.
I know. That was a terrific second quarter for Perry, so let's see if they can keep it up here in the second half.
Harding will have the ball to start the third quarter. Panthers will have the lead 26-20. The Raiders will look to get Chaz Coleman back on track scoreless in that second quarter, and already struggling to move the ball. I feel like Perry figured out, again, his mechanics, his movement. They shut him down a little bit better in that second.
Yeah, Wolf's done a fantastic job on defense with him, and when he gets down low, there's a lot of Panthers there to greet him.
While Coleman cooled off, Xavier Clark heated up a little bit for Harding, along with Miles Miller. Coleman thinking about a three. Like you said, Wolf guarding him. Three ball way off. It's an air ball. Sampson found it, gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Harding. No whistle for a foul, just a clean block. Xavier Clark tried that three ball way off. Harding's had a tough time from the three-point line today.
Yeah, they've really struggled. They've only hit one this entire game.
Miller spins, getting down low on Martelli and scores. If they've gone away from Chaz Coleman, I think Miller might be the guy for Harding as they cut it down to a 4-point game. We'll see if Perry brought the same offense into the second half. Ball in the hands of Luke Wolf. 16 points, as Bob noted, in that first half. McLeod drives, kicks to the corner. Three ball from Jake Jacobson, not going to go. But Perry finds another opportunity. McLeod up, fouled as he ran it to the basket and ran away into the cheerleaders. But that'll get Darnell McLeod to the line. 6'1" senior will tow it. And Coach Voll's done such a good job this season. Good chunk of that reason may be the seniors, right? You got a good amount of seniors playing for you.
Yeah, Darrell, though, he is new to the program this year, came in from Utah, but I believe it's his dad was Keith McLeod, longtime McKinley player. So he was a heck of a player for their program. So he's got good lineage there, and he hits the first one.
Second free throw goes, so McLeod successful at the line, hitting both free throws.
4 points for him.
Up the floor. Ball in the hands of Jeremy Sampson. Harding. Got a nice basket out of Miles Miller to open up the third quarter. Panthers still up by 6. Sampson cuts inside, kicks out to a wide open man. The three not going to drop for Heron. Second chance opportunity. Third opportunity coming for Harding now after the ball got knocked away. And again, Bob, that percentage keeps going up of possessions with another chance. I think at this point, Harding, it's 50-50. I think every other possession, they're getting another shot.
Yeah, it's like they chuck the three and then they just crash the boards.
Ball loose down low, a fourth chance, and this one finally goes. Chaz Coleman turned and chucked it up off the glass, got it. So his first bucket since the first quarter. 28-24 is the lead for Perry. Cut down a little bit, but they're matching it right now. Jacobson tried to get it to Wolf, got knocked out of bounds.
Yeah,
and
Wolf,
I think it was just a throwaway. Nobody actually touched it.
Wolf was trying to cut to the lane, but he got cut off there by Sampson, and unfortunately wasn't able to get the pass, and turnover for Perry. So 4-point lead for Perry, so they really got to buckle down here.
As Bob said, it's 28-24 at this point in the game. A drive inside for Coleman, got room to work, almost scored it, it rolled off. Harding, one more shot at it, missed it, another shot at it. Trying to get it to Coleman, they'll get it to Sampson, three ball, yep. Well, 3 tries at it, something's got to fall.
Yeah, Perry's just getting outboarded. I mean, too many second and third chances, and he got a 1-point game now.
That time the help came from Asa Birch, who, like I talked about, Bob, difference maker, is the only one in the plus category from that first half. Just a 1-point lead for the Panthers as Daisy gets knocked to the ground by Birch. And this is a guy who's gotten beat up today.
Hey, Preston, now he's an offensive lineman in football, so he's used to this. He's a physical kid, big, strong. I think he's going to be playing at the next level here after he's only a junior, but he's a heck of an athlete.
High lob, almost picked off by Harding. It got pinballed back into the hands of the Panthers. McLeod goes up. Coleman sends it down. Chaz Coleman on the block. Now in transition. A whistle as he tried to pass it off to Heron. Chaos on the floor. Panthers tight grip on that 28-27 lead right now. And unfortunately, Bob, I don't think we've seen enough Luke Wolf for Perry to start the second half.
Well, I think that is now Warren's game plan, is to try to take him out of the offensive equation.
4:28 left in the third. Daisy swats Coleman from behind. Ball got loose and went out of bounds. but the big man finally got some payback. I feel like Coleman's been on him all day.
Well, Coleman put his shoulder down. He was pushing Wolf, but then Preston came up from behind and said, no, no, no.
Quick inbound, picked off by Wolf. Good opportunity for the Panthers here. Drake Jacobson kicks. McLeod thought about a three. Gets down low. Dumps it to Wolf. Gets his opportunity to score. It's short. It's loose. Daisy found it. He'll go up with it. Fouled. Almost got another bucket to go with it. But Preston Daisy only got whacked twice before he put that shot up. And like you said, Bob, a tough day for the offensive lineman. But he's a difference maker right now for the Panthers.
Well, 5 rebounds I have him for. I might have missed a couple. He's up to 5 points now after making that first free throw. All of Perry points in this quarter coming from the charity stripe.
29-27 is the score as junior center 6'4" Preston Daisy toes the line. His rebound stacking up. Now his points stacking up a little bit. Got 1 of 2 as that one rattled a ton and rattled out. In transition, Miller. Daisy tried to draw a foul. Instead, I think they're going to call a foul on him. You can set your feet like that, but you can't lean in to try and get him to.
Bit.
Yeah, tough look for him. So, again, a good stretch right now for Miles Miller.
Yeah, he's once again going the line. He's hit his only free throws so far. He's up to 10 points.
The junior wing listed at 6'6" for the Raiders. The lefty rattles the first one in. Panthers still by 1. Yeah, still by 1 here. Miller looks to tie with this second free throw. Missed it. Second chance. Birch got it.
Boy, that is killing Perry.
Even on the free throws, the Raiders are snagging extra possessions, and Harding snags the lead back for the first time since the beginning of the second quarter. Wolf kicks. McLeod's open in the quarter. Didn't want to shoot it. Had it knocked away.
Yeah, Perry playing a little tentative now.
Trying to recapture that offensive momentum. Duck inside, up and in. Martelli scored it. Nice cut to the basket. Wolf was actually looking to the right, but saw him out the corner of his eye, dumped it, and his cousin pays him back on that free throw. We were noted that pregame by their grandma. She said the boys did an interview, and they did a whole interview together, and they didn't even note that they're cousins. So if you guys could mention it, no problem. It's a good little note as he toes the line. Missed it. Perry back in the lead at 31-30. There's 3:41 remaining here in the third. Coleman on the other end of the floor. Thought about a three. I don't think he's taken a three yet, but man, he's been eyeing one. He wants one, but that speaks to the defense by both Daisy and Wolf not to let him. Coleman, here it is. Nope, pumped it, drives, gets to the basket. No whistle, second chance, got it. His own rebound. He got his own rebound. Right now, Harding is, guaranteed an extra possession.
I mean, good defense on the first shot, but then, ball. I mean, that was kind of an unlucky bounce for Perry. Landed right in his hands, and he got the 2 to give Warren a 1-point lead.
Jacobson holds for Perry. The Panthers find themselves down 1, 32-31. 2:54 remaining in the third quarter. Billy Beebe, Bob Jeffries with you live from Rhodes Arena, Akron University. Regional Sem-Final. The Perry Panthers keep dancing and want to continue into Saturday. Wolf holds it. No shot clock. He can take his time. Over to McLeod. In the mid-range, just in front of the free throw line. Wolf, long three. Knocked it down. Luke Wolf for 3. Panthers back to their three-point ways and back in front, 34-32.
Yeah, Warren's sitting in that zone, so Wolf said, hey, I'll take it, and he switched that one.
The winner of this one will wait for the game after to find out who they play. That is between Shaker Heights and Brecksville Broadview Heights. That will follow this game. McKinley and Louisville will also play Saturday. Louisville at 1, McKinley at 7. Coleman lost it. chucked it into the hands of McLeod. Coming in hot, up to the rim.
Oh,
and
nice.
in!
Ooh, ouch.
A foul to go with it as McLeod got knocked down.
And he landed hard.
The Jets turned on for Darnell McLeod. Too bad football season's over. That was one heck of an audition.
Boy, yeah, he put on the Jets, but man, he landed with a thud, and he's shaking it off, though.
And
Hey,
the crowd, a mini
tough
standing
kid.
ovation
Tough
from the
kid.
Panther faithful.
he wants
What a
it.
play.
He wants that three-point play. But boy, he got that steal and just took off like a flash. Yeah, he's one of those players. He just contributes in so many ways.
The senior point guard missed his extra shot. Daisy comes flying in. Battle for the ball. It's going to go to Harding. Once again, great effort by Daisy, who once again ends up down on the ground.
He spends as much time on the floor as he does on his feet, but that's all effort.
McLeod will get a break. Nasir Foster checks in, the junior. He'll get his moment now, but he'll get some extra time next year. They're going to need him on this Panther squad.
Yeah, they're going to give him a little bit of a check here. Dr. Moretta's going to make sure he's okay, but he seems fine.
1:45 remaining in the third quarter. 36-32, Panthers lead it. Richardson holds. Picked off by Wolf, but knocked out of bounds.
Boy, that was close.
Luke Wolf had his eye on that ball as it got passed. Good effort.
Now Warren Harding kind of standing around on offense.
May have to. I don't know if you're logging minutes, Bob, but I think Wolf's played the entire game,
Yeah,
and he may have to do so.
he will, I guarantee it.
As long as the Panthers still have game minutes to play, he'll be in there. 36-32. Wolf battling for the ball again. A whistle came with this one. They'll call a foul.
That'll be his second.
A great eye right now for Luke Wolf, not only to watch the ball, but kind of read the offense to see where it may be going.
Well, I mean, Warren's just trying to dump it into the player who's just standing there. So Wolf, with his quick hands, he nearly got another steal there.
Coleman catches up top in front of the three-point line. Aggressive drive inside,
Boy.
up under. He scooted just below Wolf's arm and scored. So Chaz Coleman finding new ways to score.
Yeah, 6 points now. He's up to 14 in the game.
Nasir Foster, he had room down low. Coleman caught up to him, and they forced it back out. 1 minute to play in the quarter. Panthers by 2. Jacobson kicks it out to Foster. Wolf stolen away. Other end of the floor, Heron laid it in. We are tied. 36-36. Davion Heron read that perfectly.
Yeah, two Perry offensive players right next to each other, and he took advantage of the bad pass.
40 seconds on the clock, tied at 36. Wolf catching a
my
little bit of
goodness.
pressure. And
Lot of contact there, but yeah, it's going to be Perry ball.
Wolf kind of got knocked around a little bit.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact.
McLeod's going to re-enter for the Panthers.
Yeah, team doctor checked him out. He's okay.
Quick inbound. Daisy catches over to Wolf. He is getting Chaz Coleman's best defense right now. And there it is, intercepted by Coleman. Diving for the ball, Jacobson. Timeout,
Whoa.
Harding. They got one off. Had to have been right when Coleman snagged it.
Well, then that might actually help Perry because the Warren Harding kid did have it. I thought he might travel because he was sliding, but he had a guy streaking to the basket, and they were going to score too. So that timeout, I think, actually helped Perry. Just a 30, though.
We're going to keep it here for the final 21 seconds of the third quarter. Leading scorers right now, Bob, take us through it.
We got Luke Wolf. He's up to 19 points, just 3 in this quarter. For Warren Harding, Chaz Coleman, he's finally got his offense going. He's up to 14 points, but 7 rebounds also. So he's starting to, like, his whole game is he loves to get the ball at the top of the circle and then drive, penetrate. And then if he misses that first shot, I mean, he's so athletic, he often gets the rebound and puts it right back in. He is just so hard to guard. Perry did a great job in that second quarter, but, I mean, he's taken a lot of shots, though. He scored 6 in this quarter, but he's had to take 7 shots to do that, so.
Harding will have the ball. We are tied at 36, 21 seconds before we head to the fourth. Herring will hold it. The Raiders did snag the lead back at one point in this quarter. We had a mini back and forth before Perry eventually got back in front. Now we're tied. 10 seconds on the clock. Sampson gets it over to Clark. Sampson holding to Miller. No, it's Clark for three. Nothing there. Ball's loose. Jacobson collects 1 second. Out of time again. Perry's got to get a little more clock awareness before we head to the fourth. If they need a game winner, Bob, they'll have to keep track of the clock. Tied at 36. You don't want to miss this as we head to the fourth quarter. Panthers and Raiders will decide it with the final 8 minutes on 1480 WHBC.
Nope.
8 minutes to decide this one at Rhodes Arena. Regional semifinal. 36-36 is the score. The Perry Panther faithful just in front of us. They're on their feet. Harding's got a great crowd, too, on the opposite side, Bob. But
yeah, we got a great student section, too. So
it's a who's who of Perry around here.
It is.
We have Coach Slates was down in front of us on the Minerva and on the great things there. He's still a teacher, so it's still in the Perry community. Dump down low to Wolf. Up and in. Luke Wolf starts the fourth quarter with a highlight play. New Perry Panther head coach Spencer Lino just to the left of us, so a lot going on. We turn our focus to the court. Perry regains that lead at 38-36. Wolf now has 21. Coleman slides inside, missed it. Wolf on the rebound. That's a difference maker as Harding vastly out-rebounded the Panthers in the third quarter. Coleman stole it back, behind the back, up and in. Asa Birch, in elite delivery from Coleman. No look, behind the back to Birch, and all of a sudden we're tied at 38. Just as I was saying, they finally didn't get a second possession.
I know.
They found one.
Yeah, he gets the steal and makes the nice pass and ties it up.
McLeod holds on the right wing. Daisy diving on the floor at it, taken away. Jacobson found it. 6:50 to play. We're tied at 38. The Perry Panthers in a regional semifinal nobody would have picked them to be in. Want to keep that narrative going as they head to the next round if they can get it done. The fadeaway Martelli way short. Off Coleman.
That'll be Perry.
Out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Panthers.
Yeah, went off the leg of Coleman, so Perry gets a break. Second chance here.
Miles Miller will check back in for Asa Birch for the Raiders. Miller had a good second and third quarter. We'll see if he's the difference maker in the fourth. Jacobson catches on the right wing for the Panthers, gets it to Wolf. That's the man to get it to. Close defense from Herron. Both Herron and Coleman have worked overtime on Wolf to slow him down. McLeod inside
nice.
and in. Darnell McLeod slides in and lays it in.
8 points.
40-38, Panthers back in front. Coach Franklin, he's really slowed it down for Harding on some of these offensive possessions.
And that's surprising.
Clark holds inside. Room to jam it, takes advantage. Xavier Clark, I don't know how they gave him that much room.
Well, that was the nice pass there. I believe that was Miles Miller on the assist.
Coach Franklin pleased after slowing it down. Tied at 40. 5:40 to decide it. Tipped away by Chaz Coleman. McLeod found it. Now he'll duck inside, looking for another bucket. Kick. Jacobson open in the corner. Rattles off. Drew Jacobson has certainly slowed down offensively for Perry, but still that confidence to try something.
Yeah, you're open. You got to take it. You got to have confidence. You got to shoot like you're going to make it.
5:15 to decide this one. Tied at 40 in the regional semifinal. Perry really has led most of this game, but Harding has never gone away. Largest lead of the day for the Panthers was 8.
Oh, jeez.
And Coleman jamming it hard on Daisy, and that hypes up both the crowd and the players for Harding.
I mean, Perry doubled him. He just split the double and went right to the basket.
Coach Bull has to call a timeout. Coach Franklin going nuts for Harding. He loves it. Coleman, that was electric. I mean, he turned on two defenders, made the move, and jammed it.
Yeah, he posted up. I think it was Martelli. Got the feed. Immediately, Perry doubled him, but he, split the double. And, most guys will settle for just a layup in that situation. No, he slammed that dunk down, and that has got this Warren Harding fan base fired up.
This is a moment right now for this game at 42-40. Harding leads it. Perry, like I said, Bob, you'd probably say they've led for, what, 80% of this game?
Yes, definitely. That whole second quarter almost. They've never been out of it, that's for sure. They've had the biggest lead in this game. I think it was at 6 points.
Largest lead for Harding, 4?
I think so, yeah.
So the Raiders up 42-40 right now. And again, 4:56 on the clock to finish it. Shout out to Brian Novak back in studio keeping us on air. A 5 o'clock tip-off today for this regional semifinal.
It's like a matinee.
We had a terrific 4 teams from Stark County remaining in the playoffs heading into yesterday. Central with a tough end of their season. They played their hearts out against Richmond Heights. They were another team. They dominated for a quarter, 2 quarters, I would say they dominated. Next thing you know, they found out who Richmond Heights truly was.
Richmond Heights is on another level. I mean, what, like consecutive state champs, what, at least 3 in a row, I think.
4:54 to go. Here come the Panthers. Down 2. Ball in the hands of Luke Wolf. Harding, they want the steal. Bad, they got it. Chaz Coleman, all the room in the world. Highlight jam. Penn State's getting a good one. Let him try basketball too, man. Unreal.
I tell you, I think he could have played Division I basketball too, but he is an elite football player.
Can't be sure. I think they gave him a little warning there.
Maybe hanging on the rim.
Just to cut the theatrics, but Harding matches their largest lead of the day up 44-40. Now Sampson's even bothering Luke Wolf. Wolf falls. No timeout. McLeod got it, and a foul on Sampson.
That was an interesting sequence there. Wolf slid down. Usually you're going to get a travel call on that. Didn't call it. So he gets the ball over to, I think it was Jack Kintz, and we got a foul on Sampson.
Perry happy to see Coleman sit. Birch will also sit. And not that Harding hasn't played aggressive defense this whole game, Bob, but this past 2 minutes have been way different.
Yeah, they've turned it up a notch. They're showing you why they're a 19-win team.
And they are done with the Luke Wolf show. Anytime he touches it, they're getting after him. No backcourt dribble called. You got to get out of there, though. Wolf finally does. It's guarded closely by Heron, falls to the ground, and a whistle on Heron. The refs are trying to rein these guys in a little bit.
Well, they're playing really aggressive man-to-man defense. Warren Harding is, and they're starting to get the fouls. Perry is.
Now Miller will get a break. I don't know what Coleman did for that 15 seconds, but he's back in. Wolf will inbound. Luke Wolf having a little bit of trouble handling the ball late. Harding by 4, 44-40 over Perry. Jacobson drives, double teamed. Ball knocked away, out of bounds. It'll stay with Perry.
Yeah, the defensive effort by Warren is much better here in the fourth quarter. Perry struggling to get their dribble down and the shots.
I will say the Panthers have been great on the inbound as it goes into Martelli. He's fouled going up. So one way or another, they're going to stop the bleeding here.
That, I believe, is the 3rd team foul on Warren. 2 more, Perry will be shooting bonus, but right now, Nico will be going the line shooting 2.
Martelli has slowed down a little bit in this second half. Knocks down the first free throw.
He's up to 5 points.
I think those 4 came in the first half, correct?
No, he had 2 in the first quarter, 2 in the third quarter.
Okay.
We got 1 here in the fourth. So he only averages about 6.8 points a game, so he's about at his average.
Second will go as well, so the Panthers cut it down to 2. We've got 4:04 to play. 1480 WHBC, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, our website, WHBC.com and WHBCSports.com. If you're not plugged in, what are you waiting for? Too many options to stay up to date, local news and sports. Kick outside. Heron thought about a 3. He'll drive instead. Up, off, another shot. No, a third shot. Yes.
Good defense there, but Davion Heron cleaning up, getting the rebound.
Heron missed. Birch got the rebound. Birch missed. And Heron got another shot at it. Unreal.
Yeah, too many second and third chances here for Perry.
Back to a 4-point Harding lead. Perry's offense is still on life support right now. Not many fourth quarter points, not many points lately Wolf catches. Sampson in his grill. Off to Jacobson. He's in trouble. Drives, puts it up, way short, and a whistle.
Well, and I think that's what Perry's going to have to do. They're going to have to drive to the bucket. They're starting to get the calls. That's going to be the 4th team foul on Warren. So Jacobson's going to shoot a couple free throws. I mean, Warren's playing a very tight, aggressive man-to-man defense, and now the refs are giving Perry some calls. So if they drive the bucket, I think they're going to be shooting free throws.
Jacobson hits the first. Daisy will get a break. Nasir Foster checks in for Perry. Obviously, we can't get in the mind of Coach Franklin until after the game. I almost feel like he saved this defense for later in the game, Bob.
I don't know. You play in these tournament games, I mean,
you need it, huh?
You don't want to give the team any confidence.
No doubt, too true. 46-44, Jacobson hit both. Back to a 2-point game and a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. Harding, a 46-44 lead, but we still got 3:09 to decide this one on 1480 WHBC. It's time to bring you back to the court here at Rhodes Arena, Akron University. 3:09 to decide this one. Harding, they're in front, 46-44 over Perry. We were just talking strategy. Bob noted right now only points Perry's getting are at the line, but you noted, Bob, that's all they can really do.
Well, and I'll take them. I mean, Warren will be in the bonus after this foul. So drive to the basket, let the whistle blow, and go to the charity stripe.
Miles Miller for 3 on the other end. Missed it. Coleman on the rebound. Jacobson fights him for the ball. Jump ball. I think that'll stay with Harding.
Yeah, possession Harding.
Good effort by Jacobson to go after it. And good job by Harding. They immediately diced through that backcourt pressure.
They did.
They were unfazed by that. Miller had a wide open 3 ball.
And let me tell you, Coleman just cleared out like 3 players to get that rebound.
Heron inbounds to Miller again at the 3-point line. Under 3 minutes to play. Harding by 2, 46-44. Defense is the name of the game now. We'll see who touched it last as it goes out of bounds. I think it'll stay with the Raiders. Coach Vole doesn't think so, but it looks like it will.
He was looking for help from the other ref, but yeah, it'll stay Raider ball.
We noted not too long ago, Perry's led this thing for 80% of the way, but Harding takes it late, and that's all that could matter. Sampson looking for a shot, can't find it. Gets it back up into the hands of Miles Miller. Miller looked like he was going to take over offensively for Harding, but then the group got going as he lobs one up and in. Nice floater. Got to the left of the basket, and the lefty real comfortable at that point.
Coleman acted like the lead blocker to clear a path for to the basket for him. So 4-point lead by Warren. Perry's got to score here.
Back to a 4-point Harding lead, 48-44. Again, the last points for Perry both times have come on free throws. Luke Wolf silenced at this point. He'll go up. He's fouled. And as you said, Bob, go get him.
That's what they got to do. They got to penetrate. They got to go to the free throw line. That's the 5th team foul on Harding. So Perry's in the bonus the rest of the game. Every time you get fouled, you're going to be shooting free throws. And you got your best free throw shooter at the line right now.
Wolf toes the line. First one, good.
Ice water in his veins.
Regional Sem-Final on 1480 WHBC. Winner go home high school basketball. We'll have more for you Saturday as Wolf misses the second high bounce. So Perry's going to find themselves down 3. Coleman on the press. He's been very aggressive and very athletic at the rim. Up, fouled as he missed it. Harding has not found themselves at the line much.
No, this will be their 3rd free throw of the game.
I don't think we've seen Coleman at the line.
No, Miles Miller has taken both their free throws.
The Penn State football commit, 6'5", towing the line. He's had a good day offensively, really reinvigorated in the second half. Some highlight dunks for Harding. Misses his first.
Yeah, he was actually quarterback when they played Perry in football this year. And Perry had a lead on him in the 4th quarter. And apparently Coleman just went wildcat the whole game, the rest of the game, scored a touchdown, and won the game. He just, took over. So he's kind of doing the same here.
After watching him play basketball for an hour and a half, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So Coleman going for a second one here. Missed his first. Missed his second. See if the Panthers can grab it. Finally, a good bounce to help on the rebound. McLeod got it. He'll get it to Wolf immediately. Wolf dashing past Herron, getting it to Jacobson. 1:45 to play, folks. A 3-point game. Harding leads it. Moretti's in trouble. Gets it off to Wolf.
Minute 35. Need to move.
Now to Daisy. He'll look for a guard to get it off. Guarded by Birch. Martelli catches. Over to Jacobson on the right wing. 1:25 to go. Perry down by a three-pointer. Jacobson thought about a mid-range jumper. Bailed on it. Now to Wolf. Wolf's been aggressive, trying to draw a foul at the hoop. Here he comes. Driving. Wolf up. Fouled. No bucket. And the Harding fans can't stand it. Luke Wolf knocked to the ground. He took contact, no doubt about it. I also thought he got a good look off the glass, but it was wide right.
Tried to scoop it there, but yeah, definitely got the body on him. Herron did not hit him with his hands, but the body gave him a nice shove. Ugh.
In and out on the first one. Wolf, after just going 1 for 2, will go at it again. A great day offensively for Luke Wolf. They needed it. He built them a lead early, and Harding focused on him defensively. He'll knock down the second. So 2 straight trips. He'll go 2 for 4 at the line.
23. He's got half of Perry's points.
Harding holds a 48-46 lead. Coleman looking to make the difference for his team late. He did it early.
And Perry now in a more aggressive defense. With only 50 seconds left. They just can't let Warren pass it around like this. They got to do something.
Harding begins the pass around, and finally a foul.
Now, this is the time when it's bad to not have any fouls because Perry's got to commit 3 more.
And after what you just watched, Bob, why not put Coleman to the line?
Right, yeah.
48-46, Harding leads the Perry Panthers. Regional semifinal. Winner of this will play the winner of the game right after, which is Shaker Heights against Brecksview Broadville Heights.
That was the second team foul.
They're going to go down low and almost got picked off.
Oh.
Coleman.
What?
Unreal, as there'll be a foul down low on Sampson. They went to Coleman. He knocked it right back to Sampson, who dashed to the basket and got fouled.
Well, it was like he lost control of the ball, and I thought he took a couple steps and picked the ball up, and that would be a traveling, but apparently not, and he's going to shoot a couple free throws.
I think Coleman got a hand to get it back, but I agree with you. It's so fast.
That was a bizarre play.
Sampson, we haven't seen him at the line yet. He'll tow it. First shot.
Whoa.
Is that going to count?
I don't know.
We got to see. It hit the rim, and then it hit the top, and then went in. Unreal.
Yeah, I guess they're going to give
They're
it to him.
talking to Coach Franklin.
And the scoreboard gave it to him.
They'll move on. I think it'll count. Second, good. Coach Bull, no big argument, so.
Well, it would have to hit they got a shot clock on top of the backboard, and it'd have to hit that little post. And I'm pretty sure it didn't, so.
Timeout, 50-46. Harding leads Perry late. Bob, let's talk strategy. You'd say, hey, get a quick bucket, foul.
Yeah.
You know, problem is the Panthers have been at the line often here.
Right. Well, you're down 42 seconds left. So, yeah, you got to score quick. You got to pressure defense immediately. And if you can't make something happen within like 10, 15 seconds, you got to foul. Because you got to give 2 fouls before you're going to send them to the line. Like you said, Coleman didn't look the strongest at the line, so he would be the guy to foul with that second foul. But
now,
you've got to score here. If
you're Harding, may consider easing up on the Panthers, letting them run their offense. It's been a while since they've actually been able to try and execute. I don't know how comfortable they'd be trying to get back into it, but you also don't want to give them a free look.
Yeah, if I'm Warren, I still stay aggressive. I don't maybe go into a zone. That would certainly throw a – but you don't want to give the 3 up. If I'm Warren, I'm going with the defense that got me this lead. That's aggressive man-to-man defense. And just try not to foul.
Final 42.5 seconds. Perry finds themselves down 4.
Perry 2 timeouts, Warren 1.
McLeod on the left wing. Dices inside, stops. Trying to get it to Wolf, he does. Wolf hoists a three quickly, knocked it down. Luke Wolf for three. No hesitation. Caught it, popped it, dropped it. Luke Wolf for three, and they cut it to a 1-point game. And I think they'll be more than pleased to hand it over to a Harding team that seems to be a little shaky at the line right now.
That was an amazing shot. You talk about catch and shoot. He didn't have time to like straighten up his body, and he got that thing and whoosh. It was like a no-doubter. So you can see why he's first team All-Federal League and the leading scorer, I believe, in the Federal League too. So that was a beautiful shot. So Perry got a timeout left. Warren's got a timeout left. I mean, you just play tough defense now. But, yeah, you just can't let him run out the clock.
Perry started this game with Luke Wolf. Late, they look to finish it with Luke Wolf. Harding still with a 50-49 lead over the Panthers.
Yeah, Wolf with 7 points in this quarter, 26 for the game.
We'll see what strategy Coach Bull wants defensively. Harding can milk it all the way if they want. 30 seconds. Sampson up the floor. Here comes the huddle. Here comes the foul. Drew Jacobson got him.
They're going to foul.
Just saw Sampson hit both free throws. However, one of them was wild. Knocked off the rim, hit the top, and bounced in. It counted. Harding by 1, 50-49. Regional semifinal. To the finish we go.
So this next foul will put him at the line. 26 seconds left.
And I think Perry'd love to get Coleman with it. It'll be Sampson. Lost the ball, but they'll say he grabbed his hip before he did, so they'll call it.
Yeah, I think they'll get a reach on McLeod. So this will be the 5th team foul. So Sampson will be at the line.
Jeremy Sampson will hold the finish here.
He did hit the 2 free throws before.
24.5 seconds to go. Rhodes Arena Regional Semifinal here at Akron University. In and out on the first for Jeremy Sampson.
They brought in Preston Daisy to rebound there because if he misses, this is going to be a big rebound.
24 seconds on the clock. Harding by 1 at the line. Sampson second. Got it. Coach Bull may let him play here.
Well, 2 points. You only got 1 timeout left. You'd like to keep that.
Here we go. 24 seconds on the clock. Luke Wolf just knocked down a clutch 3 for Perry. Clock hits 20. McLeod driving. Gets it back to Wolf. Back to McLeod in the right corner. They're looking for Wolf. It's Jacobson. He's eyeing the basket. Now to Wolf. 10 seconds. 9 seconds. Wolf, a prayer. High. Short. Loose. Ball's on the floor. Jump ball. It should stay with Perry.
It's going to be his ball.
Luke Wolf was way short on the three-pointer, but the Panthers 3.7 seconds. They'll get one last shot at it. A 2 will tie it. A 3 will win it in the regional semifinals.
And you
got your seatbelt on?
You got your timeout so you can set up a play. Here we go.
All the fans that drove from Massillon to Akron, they're getting their money's worth here at the Jar.
No doubt.
They don't even have to sneak into the second game. They can hang around. And 51-49, Harding leads it. Luke Wolf tried it. We knew he would. They worked hard to get him the ball more than once on that possession. Right. And I will say also, Bob, good sense of time. I feel like they knew how much time they had to operate on that one.
And kudos to Nico Martelli for fighting for that jump ball. I mean, he was scrapping. He was on the floor. He grabbed it.
Daisy had a look at it, kicked it. As you said, Martelli dove. I think he had it up top, then fell on it, and the jump ball goes to Perry. Coach Bull sets the offense. 3.7 seconds.
They'll take the ball out underneath their own baskets, so a lot of possibilities here. But I'm looking to get it to Wolf, set a couple screens for him, give him a nice little alley-oop. Or, hey, maybe go for the 3 and try to win it here.
Perry's season is on the line. They have been an absolute story in this tournament. They'll look to continue.
Yeah, Wolf's going to inbound.
3 seconds. Wolf will inbound. We'll see who gets the shot. Maybe they'll try and get it back to him.
Warren's going to call timeout now.
and Harding wants to reset. I think that threw them off just like it did
Well,
us.
a lot of times what you'll do is your inbounder will throw it in, and then he will run to a
Right back.
spot, and bam.
Agreed. Yeah, you think
So-
about all the game winners LeBron's hit for the
Yes.
Cavaliers. He usually gets it in.
Right.
And you have 3 seconds, Bob, which
You got time.
you think that's not much. Well, it's enough to catch,
Right.
get back, and shoot. So 3.7 seconds on the clock at 51 to 49.
Yeah, you can catch it, pass it, and then shoot it. You don't have to catch and shoot in this situation.
To the finish we go, 51 to 49. Harding leading Perry late. You're listening to 1480 WHBC. 100 years of radio in Stark County and Canton. We will turn 100 years old on Sunday. Again, we've got our line going where you can call and leave a memory, so be sure to check in on that. But until then, let's decide this one.
All right, Wolf's still going to inbound it.
3.7 seconds on the clock. Perry down by 2. Luke Wolf will inbound. We'll see if they can get it back to him. Up top to Jacobson. Back to Wolf. Hoists a big one. Got it!
Oh!
Perry wins it at the buzzer!
Oh, what a shot.
The Panthers keep dancing!
Oh, my goodness.
Luke Wolf at the buzzer. Perry wins it.
Incredible.
To the regional final
Oh.
they go.
Oh,
To
my
Saturday
goodness.
they go. To Luke Wolf they go on the shot. And Wolf wins it for the Panthers. The final at the buzzer. Perry 52, Harding 51. Continue on, Perry. I'll see you Saturday in Akron.
Oh, my gosh. What a great shot.
Harding is shook.
Wow.
It started with Luke Wolf. It ends with Luke Wolf. And the Perry Panthers will keep going.
And, I mean, that was not an easy shot. Warren was waiting for him to get the ball. He had a hand in his face, but, boy, Luke Wolf. I mean, you can run for Mayor Perry right now because I think everybody will vote for you. What an incredible shot. He finishes the game with 29 points, and none bigger than that last 3. Boy, kudos to Coach Voll, too, to decide to go for the win. I mean, wow.
We knew what he was drawing up. An inbound pass
Yes.
back to Wolf. He had to hoist that as high as it could get to knock down that 3, and a 1-point victory to keep going. Luke Wolf does it for Perry. He goes off the floor, getting all the love from the Perry faithful and his teammates.
Incredible.
52 to 51. Perry takes it. We'll go to a quick break. When we come back, Bob will have all your stats.
After I put my heart back in my chest.
We'll be right back with you. 52-51, the final. Luke Wolf at the buzzer for Perry. Their magical run continues with a game winner in the regional semifinal to earn them another game Saturday. They will take on the winner of our next game here. Bob Jeffries has the stats from this one.
I'm shaking.
Still great. So good.
Oh, my gosh.
They made us wait and wait and wait and wait for that finish, and boy, did we get it. If you haven't seen the video, head to our Twitter or our Facebook right away and catch that one.
Yeah, that
Bob, the
shot's-
Panthers just made it happen. Luke Wolf made it happen, physically willed his team to victory.
Yeah, that shot's going to go down in Perry history. Oh, my goodness. All right, well, let me throw some stats at you here. Warren Harding, 22 of 51 from the field, 2-point range. Only 2 of 13 from 3-point range. That was the big difference today. 5 of 9 from the free throw line. They had 31 rebounds. Big advantage over Perry. They had 16 offensive rebounds, 31 total. Perry with only 22 rebounds on the game. Committed 15 fouls and shot the ball not too well from outside the arc. Their game was pretty much inside the arc. They did not take a single 3 in that final quarter. Maslin Perry, though, on the other hand, 18 of 37 from 2-point range, 5 of 12 from 3-point range, 11 of 16 from the free throw line, 22 rebounds. They committed 11 fouls. And on turnovers, Perry held the ball pretty well, only 8, whereas Warren Harding had 6. Individually for Warren, they were led by the Penn State football recruit Chaz Coleman finished with 18 points, 9 of 16 from the field, 9 rebounds, 4 of those offensive, had a couple of assists, 4 steals, and defensively too. He had a really good game. Miles Miller, the other Warren Harding player, in double figures. He finished with 13 points and 5 of 10 shooting. He hit one of Warren Harding's 2 3-pointers, 2 of 3 from the line, 13 points. He also had 5 rebounds and a steal and a block shot. Davion Heron, he finishes with 4 points. Xavier Clark, he finishes with 6. Jeremy Sanson with 6, and Asa Birch with 4. For Massillon Perry, boy, Luke Wolf, he wants his senior year to go on. Let me tell you, what a game by the senior. Played every single minute of the game. 10 of 16 from the field, 2-point range, 5 of 8 from 3-point range, including 2 of 3, including that game winner in the fourth quarter. 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 29 points. He also had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, a block shot. Boy, you got to really hand it to the senior. He had an excellent game for Perry. He was helped out by Darnell McLeod. He had a great game too. He ended up with 8 points, 3 of 6 shooting, hit 2 of 3 his 3 free throws, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. That was key there, hitting those Perry players on those backdoor cuts. Also had a steal on the game. Great game for Darnell McLeod. Drake Jacobson, he finishes with 4 points. And let's see, who else here? We got Preston Daisy, 5 points, 4 rebounds. He also had a steal and a block shot. But let me tell you, Preston may not have had a lot of stats, but in heart and effort tonight, he had an excellent game. Jack Hintz, he chipped in with 2 points. And Nico Martelli finishes with 4 points. Also had 4 rebounds and 2 steals and a block shot. And he was the one who had that big jump ball there at the end that allowed Luke to set up that 3-point shot to win the game. So Perry raises their record to 12-13, still not at 500, but hey, they're 3-0 in the most important part of the season. And as you said, they will play the winner of Shaker Heights and Brecksville Broadview Heights, and that game will be Saturday at 1 o'clock. And Warren Harding, great season for them, comes to a little bit of a premature end. I'm sure they feel they're going to finish 19-5 on the season. So
on go the Panthers. They will wait for their opponent. Again, that game winner from Luke Wolf all over our social media right now. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We'll get the call to go with it. Up momentarily. Partner, great job on stats today. Good to have you back. You've been on vacation.
Thank you.
We've all been sick and getting through it, as basketball has an awesome feeling right now in Stark County. McKinley moves on. Louisville moves on. And Perry said, don't forget about us. They hung on with a game winner to head on to Saturday. Here's the key, Bob. You want to stay tuned. 1480 WHBC. Whether it be social media or on the radio, we're going to tell you where we're going to be, when, and how you can listen. Thank you to Brian Novak, kept us on air today. We had a ton of fun. Thank you to everybody at Akron University that got us set up and ready to go. Bob Jeffries, great job on stats. I'm Billy Beebe. Great to be with you today. More Stark County basketball coming at you Saturday on 1480 WHBC.
Thanks for listening to high school basketball on 1480 WHBC Sports. Brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union, Ferndale Water Experts, CKP Heating and Cooling, OSI Tobacco, Clearwater Systems, Bell Stores, and Old Carolina Barbecue. Celebrating 80 years of high school sports. 1480 WHBC.